Has it started?
I don't know if it started yet. Hello if it started.
Hello if it started.
Goodbye if it hasn't.
We really need to get a bit more professional about this, you know.
I don't know why.
Well, because we look like idiots.
Well, it's more true to life that way, isn't it?
Is anything coming through?
Yes,
anyway?
it's coming through.
Hello, everybody. Just a regular discussion here in the Paintalot household. How's everybody doing today? Here we are back to do. It's another month. It's May. Can you believe it? What on earth happened to January, February, March and April? Maybe it's because we moved house. I don't know. But it's vanished in a trice. Trice. However, here we are, ready to rock and roll. So here we go. Quickly back to us.
Is it June already?
It's June or... God, that's right. The next month will be June.
It will be.
Oh my goodness, the weather better cheer itself up.
I know it's cold, miserable, wet.
Yeah.
And that's just the good days.
I know. Anyway, it's time for another ATC. And the theme for the month of May is woodland creatures. Right. I had to get my thinking cap on here, and actually what I've thought of it's not earth-shattering, that's for sure. But let's go down to there.
Yay!
And I'll show you what I did. This is my little ATC for May. It's a little woodland squirrel with some woodland mushrooms. They don't count because they're not creatures as far as we know. They might talk to each other. And then on the back I've just stamped it. Haven't filled it in yet, but... So that's that. So let's make one, and it won't take very long. But don't worry, I won't be disappearing after I've made this. I have got this, in fact I think there's 2, maybe even 3 pads here. It's called Serenity, and it's scrapbooking by Paintalot, which I'm sure some of you know is how Ali and Timu market their papers and that sort of thing. I know that we have had a paper pad in the past that was very similar to this, but anyway, so we've done the squirrel, and there's only 2 creatures in this that I can see, the squirrel and the owl. So seeing as we've already done the squirrel, let's do the owl. Now, squirrel wants to come along for the ride. So I really want this to be 2.5 wide. Like this one here, he had to be 3.5 that way because of the way he is. But let's get the chopper. Let's get the chopper out. Is everybody enjoying the ATC challenge? Or have you all now had enough? Or is everybody happy?
I think everybody's happy.
That's good.
Belinda Zimmers is for her first time watching.
Oh, Belinda.
She just adores your videos. She
leaves the nicest comments. She really does leave really nice comments. So I'm cutting that off at 2.5. Then I'm going to cut this at 3.5.
Diane Nelson loves the new beginning. It's so happy.
It's so happy. It really is so happy.
Party one more time.
Yeah, let's party one more time. So I'm going to chop that off there. But that's mighty close to... Yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit off the top first, I think. I want to put a frame around this as well, so I'm getting very close to... I want to leave his head, at least. I don't want to cut that off. That would be a bit bad. Right, so I've got that. He isn't centralised because I can't, because this is the edge of the paper. But I think he'll look all right once the frame's around him. And the frame is going to be mighty close to him. But what can you do? What exactly can you do? So then I need to find something to make my frame with. I've seen that in a Timmy backdrop. There's a spotty one. Yeah, let's try the spotty one. Quite like it. So I want to cut this at the same 2.5 by 3.5, which is ATC card size. So So how is everybody doing? Tell me, please. I need to know these things.
Ginger's enjoying the ATCs, but time is escaping her. She's busy with work and helping her sister while she recovers from surgery.
It's just excuses, isn't it? Just excuses.
Yeah.
I don't mean that, Janya.
Unless you're having surgery yourself, beer.
I'm glad that your sister is recovering well. So we have one piece 2.5 by 3.5, and then our feature piece 2.5 by 3.5. So what I want to do is make a frame out of this.
Linda, Ros and Heather are still loving doing the ATCs.
Oh, good, good, good. So I'm going to use my Timmy ruler, and I'm going to make the frame 1/4 inch. I know that isn't much, but I haven't got any more room than that. So let's just draw 1/4 inch around on the back, around all the sides. Those of you that have followed me and follow my videos know how to do this. But I know some people join us on the lives that generally don't watch the videos, so this is how I make my frames. Sorry?
Say that again. Melody loves ATC, so she's glad to be back to watch.
Excellent. Nice to see you, Melody.
Teresa says hi.
Hi, Teresa. It's very nice to see you on a live. It really is.
And Jenny says thank you, Miss P.
Well, of course. Right, so now I'm just... The reason that I draw my lines around is so I know where to start and where to stop when I'm cutting. Otherwise, I'd have to guess it. And you all know that my guessing is not great. So I'm just... That's why I use the lines. I can see there very clearly where to start and where to stop. And it doesn't mean that I won't, you know, go over, because I do sometimes. But if you're using a knife for this, be careful. I always say that, but really do be careful. To it, is there really? So I am going to ink around that frame, and guess what colour does that for us? So there we are, that's inked around inside of the frame.
And the ATC coordinating, of course.
Yes, and the ATC coordinating, along with Judy Hoff from Texas and Candice Andrews in the UK and Catalina in the Netherlands. But I haven't heard from Catalina for a while, so I don't know if just nobody's sending her ATCs or what's going on there actually. Right, so I'm just, because I want to put acetate on here, I'm going to use double-sided tape, because sometimes if you use glue, nasty, it can squidge out and then it doesn't look good. And
we seem to be buffering a little. I don't know if the internet's...
Oh no.
Some people seem to have frozen up, etc. But keep going, because I'm sure it'll catch up.
Our internet has been very strange, going off for no reason whatsoever, and it's becoming a right pain actually. I'm glad I don't do a live that often. Is it off?
It says it's on.
All right. Yeah, it could be. It's
perhaps.
It's a bit thundery. Might be that. I don't know. When you live rurally, you kind of have to expect things like that, I'm afraid to say. So that's my very fine, well, 1/8 of an inch I think it is, which I need to order more of. And I'm just going to use my dainty... I can't find my other bone folder. So this is it. This is what I've got at the moment. It's good. You can get a fair bit of welly behind that, to be honest. Let's take that off. If I can get it off. Yeah, it's easier than that blooming red stuff. Oh my goodness, that red stuff is driving me dotty. In fact, I threw the last bit of it in the bin. It was impeding on my sanity, which is tenuous at best. Oh, doesn't it feel like it's going to thunder? Is that just me?
It does. No, everybody seems to be having problems. I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe they're just in the middle of it going off and they'll catch up.
What should we do? Just carry on regardless?
I think we're just going to have to carry on regardless. I think I don't...
So now I'm going to put this acetate down over that sticky tape. There, like that. And then I'm just going to trim that off. That's bad if the internet's playing.
It's an excellent connection at the moment, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't bad, of course.
Yeah.
As you say, the internet's been playing up of late.
I think I said the other day that the acetates that I use are overhead projector films, and the reason is Mr. F got like 5 or 6 boxes from a charity shop, and it's perfect. You know, it's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just great. So I'm using away at those. So there's my frame. Now I need to stick the owl behind. Oh yeah, that works all right. It looks great there.
Belinda says you might probably like the little squashy Teflon bone folder from Dress My Crafts.
Oh.
It's very handy and quite a bit smaller and fits right in your hand nice.
Oh. Make a note, Mr. F, make a note.
Make a note, Dress My Craft.
That's it. Dress My Craft. I bet they're only in the US.
Or Craft My Dress.
So I'm now going to stick my double-sided towards the outside of this frame. It's quite a bit double-sided going on here. I feel like it's really humid, like it's really thunderstormy. I'm pretty sure if it thunderstorms, we will get cut off. But you know, until that happens, we'll carry on. This doesn't take a lot doing. It's not a very complex ATC. You, of course, can do much better. There we go. Let's just... Yeah, this is a bit numb. It doesn't bend or flex or anything, but it does can press down with it, so... So if this was all I was doing in the live, that's going to be a short one. But I've got other little bits I want to show you and talk about, and you know me, can talk a glass eye to sleep. Well, Catkin's going outside a bit more. He met his, well, the little girl that lives next door. She's called Kit. This hasn't got an up and a down, so I can put the owl wherever. So let's see if we can get this straight, shall we? Which is always difficult when you shake. Honestly, it's ridiculous. That's pretty straight. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. Needs a bit of a trimmage down the bottom. There we are. There we have it. Well, apart from the toadstools, mushrooms, whatever. Let's see if I can find some of those. I bet some of you have already done your woodland creature one, haven't you? Because some of you are really ahead of the game. That's a nice green. I bought these because I was going to do a project, obviously, which never materialised, obviously. Alright, there's two toady stooly things. There's some little ones. I'll leave them out just in case that's the only ones that fit. And those ones, are they the same? Oh, they're the mirror image. So I'll leave them out and then we'll see which. I think that's the only ones there are. We'll see which ones fit best. they're the same, so I don't see there's much difference. Let's just fussy cut them and see.
Belinda says, very pretty paper pack. She loves mushrooms.
Oh, do you?
And Janya says she's got an idea of what to do.
Oh, well, that's good. Is it mixed media, Janya? Janya's very good at mixed media, isn't she?
She's very, very good at mixed media. Better than she realises.
Oh, much better than she realises. I keep telling her, but...
I'm just going to paint one of my boomerangs to look like a squirrel.
Is that what you're going to do?
It's not what not.
Hopefully Candace has received the boomerang and it doesn't make its way back here.
She has received them, she said.
Oh, good. Well, I hope she keeps hold of it, because you know what boomerangs are like.
Judy off says, hello, she's late and her screen keeps freezing.
Yeah, I think it's been a bit like that, Judy. I don't think it's just you. I'm not sure. I think it must be us. Like I was saying, I think it's a bit stormy weather. So I could get away with those there. I can't have it hanging over the edge because it's got to be 2.5 by 3.5. So who's making the Infinity Concertina journal with me? Anybody? Anybody? I'm going to put that there, like that. What does that look like? Looks all right. Still see the owl in all his glory. Excellent. So let's get that stuck in. And we're just about done. There we go.
Diane Nelson's, she's making the journal along with you and loving it.
Oh, great, Diane, thank you.
Sassy says she's making it, but slowly.
Well, there's no race. I keep saying this to people, you know, that they comment and whatever, oh, I'm so far behind. It doesn't matter.
Liz-Anne says she has the folders out and that's as far as she's got.
Well, that's all right.
Heather West's making the Infinity Journal and thoroughly enjoying the project.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's so nice to know that people are doing it with me.
Fiona's having fun with the Concertina Journal, keeping up for a change.
Wow, well done you. I am trying to leave sort of days in between where you can do catch up.
And Kerry's making the journal with beautiful papers.
Kerry who?
Kerry Betts.
Kerry Betts. I didn't know Kerry was on. Hi, Kerry. Oh, it's so nice to see you. So there we have it. There is my ATC. It just needs stamping on the back.
And Shaz says she's making some envelope journal. Should catch up with you at some point.
Well done, Shaz.
And Jan says hi.
Hi, Jan. How you doing? So there are my 2 offerings for woodland creatures.
And Corrie Salomon's got her downloads this morning. She's waiting for the correct photo paper.
I want to talk to you about that. Not just you, Corey, anybody who chooses to listen. See, I quite like that acetate on there. It makes them look like that, you know, that's a photograph of a squirrel and that's a photograph of an owl. Just lifts them a bit, doesn't it? So that's my idea for you for May, but I'm sure you have grander ideas. So let's pop them to one side and they'll get sent to Candace when Mr. F deigns to do his. Which takes them, it takes them nearly a month, honestly it does. Right, I just want to, for those of you who aren't following along with the journal that we're doing currently, the videos are there, they'll be there forever, well, until YouTube blows up or whatever, but probably long after I've gone. That's weird, isn't it? Can you imagine people watching my videos when I'm 6 foot under? Well, I won't be. I might be 6 foot under. We haven't decided. We had a conversation about this the other day. This scintillating stuff.
We decided we didn't have a big enough shovel.
No, you did not decide that. On you know, it's a it's a subject you should all broach, I think, really. What do you want to happen to you when you die? I mean, with regards to being cremated or buried, I don't mean anything else, beliefs that you may have, spiritual feelings or whatever. Just, do you want to be buried or cremated? And I think we've kind of decided that beside Hexham, which is our nearest town, sort of outside Hexham, I would say suburbs, but it's not big enough to have suburbs. There's a woodland burial site, and I think that's where we want to go. And it's not particularly that we want to be buried, it's just we want to give the other one of us, whoever's left, somewhere to go. And we know that they won't be there, but I don't know why I'm even talking about this. It's so terribly sad. Anyway, that's what we decided, and I don't know how I got onto that. Oh yeah, but the YouTube videos will still be there.
We're going to become a woodland creature.
We're going to become...
Or at least feed them, if nothing else.
Yeah, we're going to become our own woodland creature. Anyway, that's enough of all that. That's just madness. Right, so here are the journals that we are making. They look a bit misshapen now, but as you get more and more stuff into them, they start to look better. This is the one that's got all the stitching on that I'm doing kind of as a prototype, I guess. And what I obviously didn't say firmly enough was, that's not like me, you know that, guys, I'm pretty firm, that you need to put your ribbon on before you put your paper on. Because eventually, once this is all full, we'll put ribbons on the back as well, and we tie it at the sides. That's how this closes. So you need your ribbon underneath your paper.
Catherine the K says, loving seeing your faces, missed everybody.
Oh, hello Catherine, I hope you're doing all right.
Hi, love from Canada.
Woo!
Shaz likes your hair.
Thanks, Shaz. It's growing out now. And then I'm going to go silver.
And Belinda says, one of you can be the squirrel and the other the owl.
Yeah.
Well, you're the wise one.
I was just going to say, oh, Mr. F can be the owl. Honestly, of late, my brain, I can't even add up. I don't know what's going on with it. Something's going on with it. But anyway, so...
And I'll be the squirrel because I love nuts.
Yeah, and I don't like nuts, so yeah, fair enough. So this is what we made. Yeah, and I put just be kind on that. And then it's got these papers. I've told you about them, and I've talked about them ad infinitum. They are from Sweet Pea Curiosities. They are gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. Look at them. They're fabulous. I love them. And we made a couple of tags in there. I haven't put tag toppers on yet because I think that's going to be a project for another day, making all the tag toppers and stuff. And this is the page that we just completed.
Jonia says, Miss P, my sister said you and Mr. F are super cute.
Ah!
Yeah, that's very nice.
We might be cheering her up. We might be cheering her up, Mr. F.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that'll be good.
It only hurts when I laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh.
Don't laugh.
Well, there's not much to laugh at here as we're talking about cremations and burials. Yeah, so these are the 2 journaling cards that I made with that super duper wonderful embossing powder.
And Catherine says, the journals are lovely. I'm working on a journal as a gift for a friend right now.
Oh, lovely. I'm glad that you're doing a journal. The only thing that I have done since I left you was put the flowers on. I forgot to do those during the thing. But that's that. They go in there. It
goes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, goes out tomorrow.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, massive spoiler alert. Don't bother watching it. And that's all we've done on that side. But as we come through here, we've done this one. And that's more of those Ranger Mixed Media powders that give you that gorgeous texture. And that's a mixture of 2.
And Sassy says, Mr. F, I can see you flying around the woodland on a boomerang.
Oh my goodness me. Can you imagine when other people come to visit their relatives who've passed away and there's Mr. F flying around on a boomerang? Oh my goodness, that would be funny.
It would be funny.
So that's all we've done with that one. And this one is the one Is this the one I'm doing with you? It is, I think, isn't it? I don't know. No, this is the one with the stitching on. And I must say I really like the stitching. I think it adds so much to it. And yeah, just little bits that we've done. And as I say, they probably need tag toppers, which is a problem for another day. And there's my pockets for that. And this is the journaling cards that I put in here. I use the same technique, but I really don't want to put anything on top of them. I love them exactly as they are. And I think if they had a quite decorative pull, I think that's all they need. So that's that. And what else have we got in here? Anything or nothing? Ah, yeah. The journaling cards, as I showed you with the other one. Aren't they gorgeous? They're gorgeous. So I'll be continuing with that through the week. But there's something I want to show you.
Jenny says she loves the stitching. The wonky effect is right up my alley.
Yeah. Do you know, I find that so difficult to do. I really do. Sewing straight, it's easy. You just follow the line on your foot, don't you? But doing wonky, oh my goodness. So often I come so close to that edge. But, you know, anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? This is the photographic paper that I print on. I print everything that I'm going to use in a journal onto this paper. And it is just, well, it's the best as far as I'm concerned. I have never tried any other matte photo paper, so I couldn't tell you how it compares with them. I just know that this works well. This is double-sided brochure paper. Now, I buy particularly the double-sided because in the past when I've bought single-sided, I can't tell which is the side with a coating on and which isn't, which means that I put it in the printer and obviously 9 times out of 10 you've guessed wrong, so it's a waste of ink. So I buy the double-sided, it's 130 GSM, and I get mine from Amazon, although you can get it straight from Photo Paper Direct. It's the same price. You get 100 sheets for £14.99. 100 sheets, quite a lot, you know. It'll go quite far, you'd be surprised. So yeah, it's double-sided brochure paper, 130 GSM. It's A4, I'm quite sure in the States they do letter. If not, they might sell this somewhere, I don't know. And as I say, you get 100 sheets for £14.99. So it's not, you wouldn't want to just print willy-nilly with it. You know, it's not for nothing, but it is worth it, I think, the effect that you get. Right, I want to show you another kit now. Well, I want to show you this. I've just started because I thought I might get further finished before we started the live, but I didn't. But it's just going to be another infinity journal that I'm just going to make from just, you know, to play in really. So that's all I've got done. Look at that. Look at that. So yes, I know your next 2 questions. 1, where did you get the washi tape from? Yeah, I can hear you. And where did you get the papers from? They're gorgeous. Right, question number 1. Washi tape. It's 49 in market. It's called Spectrum Gardenia. That's the whole range of papers and everything that they do. And this is the fabric tape assortment. Repositionable. That means if you want it to stay put, you've got to glue it. Otherwise, it is,
as to say,
repositionable. Stick that down and just comes straight off. Stick it down, just comes straight off. Which has its uses actually, but not in my life at the moment. So this is what you get in the box. You get this super wide one. Oh my goodness. This is, it's beautiful. So there's that little piece there. Hang on. Hang about there. There's an end here somewhere.
Janya says, OMG, that washi tape, all in capitals.
I know. And then this is this one. Oh, and that's where it repeats. Look at that. Just look at it. How flipping gorgeous is that? It's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. I adore it. I've been hoarding it. Do you remember when I did that massive haul when I went to Edinburgh and bought loads and loads of 49er Market? That's when I bought this, and it has never been out the box because I love it too much to use it. But I thought the time had come. And you also get this one, which is the one I'm using, and you get this one, which is more like paint swatches. Also gorgeous, really is. And this one, which is kind of smudgy, inky, backgroundy type thing, which will have its uses. So let's pop those back in there. And that's what it looks like. That's what the box looks like. And you get the 4 rolls, and each one's got 5 meters on, which is quite a lot of washi. And this is what this one looks like. And it's, oh my goodness, I love it. Look at that. Look at that. It should be on commission from 49er Market. But it's beautiful, isn't it? It's really, really gorgeous. So, I don't know if any of you have seen, Jan probably has, I don't know if anybody else has seen the new All and Create background papers that they've brought out. This would be fabulous with it, because it's just, they've brought out papers that are just like sheets of this. I mean, they're great, but I can't help thinking that maybe we could do something along the same lines. So there we are, that's that one. And I just want to show you these papers, which I'm using in that last little journal that I showed you. So this is TaylorMade Journals. It's called Touch of Gold. And there are 34 pages. 34, guys. Big kit. Touch of Gold, it's 34 pages, and it's £2.94. That's just fabulous. You think about it. You buy a paper pad. All right, you don't have to print it or anything, so that cost is negated. But you use the sheet. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever. You have to go and buy another pad. So this, you just, oh, I like that one. I want to use it there, but I want 2. I'll print 2. And there you go. So that's that. Let me just quickly run through these. If you like mixed media, Jania, you'll love these. And I really like this because it introduces this green, which the other journals that I'm doing at the moment don't have. They have turquoise in them, tealy turquoise, but not this real green. Look at that. I mean, you'd swear that you could feel that texture. You know what I mean? And it's also got this pinky Victorian velvet sort of colour. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'll go relatively quickly through here because, as I say, there are 34 pages. I have cut into some of them. Look at that. Oh, Lorna. This is excellent. This is an excellent kit. Look at that. Bring it down a little bit.
That's some of the best printed gold I've ever seen, to be honest.
It is. It's gorgeous. I mean, you really would think that that has a texture to it. And that, look at that. If we did that ourselves, we'd be hooping up and down the road. I mean, it's beautiful. Yet there's no texture to it. It just looks so textured. Look at that. Here's the bits I've been hacking into. No, I didn't hack. I carefully cut. But I mean, even that. So, you know, this is introducing new colours for me to play with. That's very, very, very lovely. Rusty hinge.
Scorched timber.
Scorched timber. Bit of ground espresso. Bit of hickory smoke. Yeah. It's up our street, isn't it, guys? Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's bright red. And then we go back into the pastels, which all fit together. Oh, I love this. I love it so much. I had to print it out and show you it. It's just superb. Look at that. 34 sheets, £2, what did I say, 94 or something. It's for nothing. And I know I'm not taking into account the fact that I've printed it and there's ink and there's paper and whatever. But it just goes on and on and on. Oops, that's a mistake. That was a page in the blue pages that you get as dividers in the
nice, though.
in the paper. It is still nice, actually. I'm going to keep that one. So yeah, there's a lot of this. I think that's Victorian velvet. Don't you? And it's absolutely Victorian velvet. So I think we need to have a little play. So
Nelson says, did you print them on your photo paper?
Yes, I did. I did. Which is, I think, why they look quite so vibrant. You tend not to get that vibrancy if you print it on other papers. But still, I'm sure they'll be fine. But this is definitely, yeah, photo paper. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So there we are. That's those. So they are just gorgeous. And I will be using them. And I'll show you what I'm doing as I'm going, but it'll just be a side issue. Because we'll still be doing the journal that we are doing, our proper journal. But what I wanted to do was, bearing in mind what some of those papers looked like, I thought, well, maybe we could have a play. And this really is the first time I've done it with these colours, so I don't know what it's going to turn out like. Who knows? So I've looked at Victorian Velvet, Pumice Stone and Lost Shadow. These two are inks. This is an oxide. Inks are dyes. They dye your paper. So you put it on, it sinks into your paper. Oxide's pigment and it stays on top. So the oxide should cover these two. Whether that's what we want or not, I don't know. But I've only got the oxide. I've only got Distress. I've only got Lost Shadow in the oxide. So we'll see how it goes. And we'll just have a little play. This is my mixed media paper, which let me show you what that is. It's this. It's an A3 book, so it's quite big. And it's by Claire Fontaine. It comes in all different sizes. I just buy A3 and then chop bits off as I wish. It's 250 GSM or £115, which is about as thin as you can get for decent mixed media paper. Right, so I've got this little bit, which is a piece of that, and I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try. So I'm going to get my messy mat out, because I think we should all be trying this, because I think we can make our own backgrounds more cheaply than you can buy them. So yeah, I'm sorry, this is it's a bit messy.
It's a messy mat.
I know. I can't. Well, I'm sure I could if I took hand sanitizer to it, but you know how it is. So what shall I start with? Let's start with the Victorian Velvet. See where we get to. And there's not a whole lot of ink left in this pad. I've had it for, I would say, at least 10 years. So you put it down on your messy mat and then just give it a little spray till you see these bubbles form, and it's those bubbles that I'm interested in. And I'm not going to wet my paper. That way you get a lot, but not very, how to say it? It's just all the background. So I'm just going to drop this very lightly into there. Let's see what we've got. Big open spaces. Told you there wasn't much ink in my Victorian velvet, but we've got some. You see this here? You wouldn't get that if your paper was wet. It would go more like this and like this section here. But these are the bits that I really love. They look textured. So I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to put some more ink down and see if we can pick up some more. So talk amongst yourselves while I just dry this. I really need to get another Tim Holtz heating tool or whatever you call it. I forgot about all the drying when I just had the brainwave to do this. So sorry guys. I'll just dry it off roughly.
Belinda says she loves making backgrounds. It's what to do with them that she struggles with.
Ah.
Jenna says my fave technique.
Yeah.
Catherine loves those messy backgrounds.
Well, it's my mission to get everybody making messy backgrounds, because
Linda Johnson says learning a lot today.
Oh, great, Linda.
And when Judy tries it, she always ends up with mud puddles all over the paper.
No, one colour at a time. And if you really are concerned about making mud, the only way around that really is the acrylic paints, the distress paints, because they're the only distress product that once they're on your paper and dry, you can't move them. So you can add more on top of it, whatever, it won't move. There we go. Let's put some more of this down. I don't think I need much more.
Karen Buddy says, is the Tim Holtz heat gun better than the one you're using?
The one I'm using is an embossing gun. It gets hotter, but it's noisier. The Tim Holtz one, if you want to use it for embossing, it'll take longer, but it kind of doesn't swirl things around. So they each have their own place. I've burnt through 2 Timmy tools, and I'm really not kind of in a hurry to buy more, so I'll just use this. I think that's enough actually. Says she, going in for more, but I do think it is enough. Yeah, I mean that's just lovely. If you don't like what you've got and you want to move it, add water to it and it'll move to your whim. You know, it will go where you want it to go. Don't feel that the ink is in charge of you, because that isn't the case. But as I was saying to Julie, hello Julie, Judy, it is very easy to get mud from ink, because as I say, it's always reactive to water. So as soon as you put another ink on or whatever, it'll mix with it. And depending on the colours you use, how well you know your colour wheel, etc., you know, you'll possibly have the potential to make mud. But these little ones here, they're fabulous. They're in all the colours and they're very, very liquid. And you do the same thing with them as I've just done there. But when you pick them up, when you dry them, that's it. They're going nowhere. And you can go back over it with another colour. And obviously they're translucent, so one colour will show through the other. But you won't make mud. Clear as mud, eh? What's anybody got to say, Mr. F?
Donna is on board with messy backgrounds. She loves them.
Oh, great.
Sausage thinks she's putting on too much on the paper when she's doing messy backgrounds, so they don't look anywhere near as nice as yours.
Yeah, a light touch is the secret. And I would say don't add water to your paper, because then you do get a lot of movement. It's really handy for some techniques, but it's not my favourite technique.
And Jania found some tinny crackle paint where she was thrifting the other day. When she opened them, they were dry.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I think, Jania, haven't you got some distress paints? I think you bought some. So I want this quite dry because I think I'm going to skip the pumice stone and I'm just going to go straight into the lost shadow. As I kind of like what we've got here. Kind of like what we've got going on.
No, I think she was pleased because she'd found the crackle paint.
Do you know, I've got some somewhere, and I'll tell you, I don't know if they're dry. Crackle paint. Oh my life. Oh no, they're wet. Let's just put them away again. I'll have to think of a technique for them for another day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Now, this is dry and I could go straight on.
So now we've rubbed Jania's face in it, we'll move on.
Yeah, sorry, Jania. I think this would be more use to me in this direction, especially for these little journals that we're doing. I think that's a nice size for a tag or a journaling card, whereas that way, no. So I think this way we'd get 1, 2, we'd get 3 tags out of that way on. So I'm going to stick with it that way, and the reason that I'm saying that is I want to use some stamps on it. Now I have ordered, hands up, admission time, I have ordered some, Versify and Claire have brought out 12 new inks, and a lot of them are pastels, and they've been like gold dust, they really have. But I've bought some, they're on their way. I don't know when they're going to arrive, sometime soon I hope. And for this sort of background, the pastel pink, I think it's called baby pink, would be perfect, but I don't have any. So don't have it, you don't have it. So I'm just going to lay out some stamps that I've got. I think they're mostly all glow brand stamps. Seems to be the only stamps I buy these days. So there's that one. I think that might be a sample. It could be Lona even. And this one, which is my newest acquisition. Look at that with the butterflies on, isn't it lovely? So I'm just going to go into my Versifying Inks department and see if I can find a grey, seeing as I know I haven't got a pink. Well, there's a stays on stone grey, but it looks quite dark, doesn't it? What else have I got? I'm sure I've got a morning dew or something like that. Where are you? Morning mist. That'll do me. Just pop this away. Right, so I'm just going to get myself a piece of blue roll to stamp off on. I'm just making this up as I go along, guys, so, you know, you make your own, you make your own things. I'm going to start with this one because I kind of like it. I really like these butterflies. Let's go for that one. And this is kind of inspired by this All and Create paper pads. Oh, I think they're papers, don't think they're in a pad. That I've been seeing on the shopping channels. They are beautiful, but I really do think that we could do them ourselves. So I'm just going to ink this with that grey ink, and I don't care if it's the world's best stamp or not. I'm going to stamp it off once and then stamp it here. somewhere, maybe off the edge. Let's get arty. There, oh, it just looks so nice. So I'm going to put another one of those on somewhere. Maybe there. No, maybe up here. Devil may care. It might be on one, might be on two. Doesn't matter. Oh, forgot to stamp it off first. Oh, you ninny. Oh, well, that's dark now, isn't it? And then I'm going to... what should we do? Should we have some numbers or something? Oh, there's a tape measure here. I like that one.
Judy said, what is that stamp set?
I got it off Amazon. It's a Globland one. They've gone up. They used to be £4 odd. I think they're £6 odd now, but £6. I mean, the Timmy ones are 25. And I'm not saying these are as good as Timmy, but they stamp very nicely. They keep me quiet. Right, remember to stamp off, Miss P. Stamp off. Now, right, let's put it this way. Oh, that's lovely. I love the way that's kind of there and not there. But let me. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. I'm disappointed I forgot about this blooming butterfly, but, you know, it's just kind of the way of the world. When you're doing a video or doing a live, you just have to be prepared for things to go wrong. There's a nice big number down here. Let's get it out. There's some bugs on here as well. I'm not mad about bugs, but I like everything else on it, so put the stamp on before you ink it. What a Charlie. Let's put that right under that butterfly. Oh, I love this. It's there and it's not there. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted, which so seldom happens in my life. Yeah, lovely. So I'm not saying that this is what you want to do. It jolly well might not be what you want to do. Oh, there's one there that says top secret. Let's put that on. I like the idea of it being top secret. Where should we go with this one? Down here. This is just perfect. It's a perfect sort of weight of stamp for my project, which is, I don't know what my project is yet. But I think it would make 3 thingies, as I said. Thingies being tags. Let's use this one. It's a different one. I don't want masses, just some. Whoop, nearly forgot to stamp off. Yeah, let's put that way. I love this being in the background. It's just, apart from that silly thing. Stupid. One more. This grey's a lovely grey, isn't it? What did I call it? Morning Mist. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's probably enough. Probably don't need any more than that. I don't even know how much of that will show up. But some might. Like I say, this is not a... haven't planned this in any way, shape or form. So I am what you might say flying by the seat of my pants, and I wouldn't advise that if you're genuine. So there we are. So now I'm going to move on to the Lost Shadow, and maybe it'll cover some of those up. Maybe it won't.
Disrespectful to Janya's pants, isn't it?
Oh, I'm just going to see if anything comes up there, but it shouldn't.
Catherine loves that grey.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
And somebody commented, of course, if you're doing this at home, then stamp it off onto another page. Don't be a waster like Miss P. That
is very, very true. In fact, tomorrow no less. We've got some pieces of A3 white paper. Well, the A3 Plus, I don't have a name, I've forgotten what it is. And I'm going to use that on top of this mat because, I do waste a lot, particularly when I'm doing videos and things. I mean, I've got some, oh, that went right down the back, where I just, if I've got whatever left, I just plotch it on there. And, I mean, that's quite pretty, isn't it? It'd be nice to die cut. There is another one, but it's just gone down the back of my table. So, let's use this Lost Shadow and see what we get from it. It's hard to see on my filthy mat. Filthy. So just a little bit of water till it goes bubbly. And then we're going to just do the same thing again. Let's have a look and see what happens. So ever so lightly, because we don't want to end up with Judy's mud. Trying to... That's very light. It's very light, but it's there. I mean, Lost Shadow is a very, very light colour. And we're doing this on white page. Oh, that's upside down. But I think you can sort of see that. The oxide of Lost Shadow, I have noticed, bleeds out into a weird sort of yellow colour. But bear with me for a minute till I dry this.
Judy says she was looking at that stamp set on Amazon and it fell into a basket.
Oh no! It has a habit of that, obviously, Judy, because that's exactly what happened to me.
It happened to Karen as well.
Oh no! Karen Buddy?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. Yeah.
Judy says looks like they've opted into several baskets.
I think it must be one of these manufacturing flaws or something. You know when
Jenny wants Judy to send her the link so she can fall into her basket.
Isn't it a really good stamp though? How much is it in the States, guys? Is it, really reasonable? I hope so. Hope I'm not encouraging you to spend loads of money. Actually, you can see where that is, and it's really quite pretty. I'm going to put another layer of it on, just to knock that Victorian velvet back some more and try and get rid of some of that butterfly. It was my error. Don't things take a long time when you're doing a line? So there we go. We can see bits of that here and there. You can see bits of it, but we need more. So I don't want to waste this that's on there, so I'm just going to get this again and just mop up whatever's there. And you really can't see that because that's weathered wood. It's just but let's give this another go.
It says $11.99.
Well, that's not too bad. Don't think. You get a lot of stamps.
And the other stamp set you have, Miss P, costs January $7.99.
Yeah, I don't know if in the States they're doing what they're doing here and just going up.
And it's $32.76 in Canada.
Oh my goodness. You Canadians are a bit like the Australians and make you pay through the nose for things. I think that's all of it wet. So, where shall I go? Well, I want to get that blooming butterfly covered up if I can.
And Sassy says she paid $6.99.
Yeah, I think that's what I paid for my first one.
$6.59, I think it was what you paid.
Was it $6.59?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your research.
That's all right.
Yeah, this is now, it's beginning to look how it looked in my head.
You know, I enjoy looking through your past orders on Amazon.
Yeah, well, of late, your ordering has been interesting. I think that's all I'm going to do with that. I think that's enough. So let's just get rid of what's on here.
Belinda says Amazon bumps up the prices when it's popular too.
Yeah, I'm guessing they do.
And
But
Judy G says the postage that gets them every time.
What a shame. So I'll dry this off and then we'll see what we've got, see if we like it or if it's just really not worth it. Well, excuse me. Actually, I think it is worth it. I love that. I don't know what you guys think of it. It's kind of not my normal grungy type thing, but it is grunge, it's just in different colours, isn't it? And you could use any colours that you like, any. So I'm sorry about this, bear with me while I dry this.
Judy thinks that pink and grey is so pretty.
Judy
Hoff.
Thank you, Judy.
Sassy says very pretty colours.
Thanks, Sassy.
And Belinda loves it too.
Thanks, Belinda.
Beth loves it.
Oh, thank you, Beth.
And Jania says gorgeous.
Thanks, Jania.
Roz loves it too.
Oh, Roz.
Catherine likes the colour combination and Karen says beautiful.
You guys are very kind to me. Honestly, our group of people, if they're nothing else, they're kind. I must say it is nice to see a few of you on here that I only ever see in the YouTube comments. That's really nice. I was going to say to put a face to the name, but I feel like I'm talking to you. I feel like you're here in my craft room with me, which I can tell you you're not because there's not room. I think that's pretty dry.
Heather West says really bonny colours.
Oh, bonny colours. So there we have it. What do you think? Oh, when I get close it goes weird colours, but you can definitely see that lost shadow, can't you? Definitely. I like that. I think if I was doing it again, I might think more carefully about where I was putting the stamps, but I've never done it before, so, you know, bear with. Right, what I want to do now is, I've got this Distress Spray Stain in Tarnished Brass. You could use anything. I just want something that looks a bit goldy to go with my papers from Lorna. Yikes, I can't get that off.
Judy Off says she needs a recommendation for a nice yellow colour of a Distress Ink or Oxide.
Scattered Straw. Scattered Straw is a really nice one. Because Mustard Seed, Fossilised Amber and all that, they are heavy colours. But Scattered Straw is a really nice one.
What about Squeezed Lemonade? Is that any good?
Squeezed Lemonade's very, as it says, very citrusy. So there we are, we've got lots of gold on there. And I know the camera won't pick that up too well. But it's just a little splatter of gold. Maybe when it's dry you'll be able to see it, so bear with. Bear with. Mister. I think these might take a little while to dry. I should have thought this through, really.
Heather West says she likes weathered wood with broken china oxide.
Oh, I can
They go
imagine.
really grungy together.
Oh, weathered wood and what?
Weathered wood with broken china.
Oh, I'm going to have to try that, Heather. Thank you.
And Judy says, ooh, I'll spray mine with gold shimmer spray.
Yeah, there you go. It's not bling, but it's kind of bling, isn't it? So let's see where we're at with this. Anything dry yet? Oh, this stuff's taken ages to dry. I think I might have to dab this off in the interest of this is alive. And it's now getting dull. There we are, some of it's dry, some of it's not. Most of it is. There we go.
Got lots of gold stuff in here you could try.
Have I?
Oh yeah.
Let me just dab this off, just on the off chance that some of that's still wet. What have you found now?
That one. That looks interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Liquid leaf.
So there we go. This is what we've got. You can see that this is not straight along the bottom. I mean, the piece of paper isn't straight. Yeah, it's quite a ways off being straight. Let's put that away for another day. I do really need to take it through the house and clean it, but that's not going to happen. No. Yeah, Mr. F's laughing at that because, oh, there goes my Timmy towels into my bin. I did manage to empty my bin today, which is a good thing.
Well, part of the problem is I've banned you from the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm totally banished from the kitchen because when I go in there to do things, something invariably goes wrong. The tap that we've got is very, what's the word? Forceful.
Tappy.
Yeah, the water comes out like much too much all of a shot. So I'm always soaking myself, Mr. F, if he's in the kitchen, the floor, the units, everything. So shall I cut this into tags, do you think? What does it measure? It measures 10 inches. So I could get 3 1/4. What's 3 3 1/4? 9 3/4. Yes, let's do that. See, the computer kicked in. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Oh good, that's chopped that butterfly up. And 3 1/4.
Linda says she loves the iced spruce colour.
Ice spruce is, yeah, it's one of my favourites. I love ice spruce.
She's never used it and then one day tried it and it's so beautiful.
It absolutely is, and it's really nice with evergreen bough.
And Donna says you rock, no matter what colour palette you're using, you kill it.
Oh, who said that?
Donna.
Donna. Oh, I'm going to keep saying that tonight to Mr. F.
What?
Whatever I do, I rock it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Actually, some of our stamping was quite straight when you look at it. So I'm going to cut the corners off that. The back of these always gets dirty. Actually, they're pretty clean, but they generally need backing. But because this is quite thick, you don't need to back it with card or anything because it'll just end up too thick. So I would recommend that you back that with paper. Let's cut the corners off. I'm just going to cut little ones off.
You don't want to lose that butterfly, do you, on the other corner? So little's good.
I do want to lose that sucker.
Do you?
Yeah, he's too dark. I made a mistake. All the other ones are nice and light. And him I forgot to stamp off first. But he's there, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's just there.
Exactly.
Loud and proud, as it were. So I hope that, and I cannot remember who, said they like doing inky backgrounds but they don't know what to do with them.
Janya says you're a rock star, Miss King.
A rock star. I'll tell you what, I'm still progressing on my diet. And I had a couple of weeks that were a bit shaky, in as much as, yeah, I gave up and had a hobnob or 2 or 3. But I did not gain any weight, and now I'm being good now. So they've started me on new medication. We all know how that goes. But you definitely didn't tune in to hear my illnesses. Right, so I've got those. Do I want to ink around them? I don't know what colour I could ink them with. I'm going to have to move that butterfly apart. It's doing my head in together. I don't know. But let's just see these papers a minute. See if I can find a pinky one. I'm going to have to take them out. I don't know why I'm trying to go through the slit of a letterbox. For those of you who joined late, this is a kit by TaylorMade Journals. It's called A Touch of Gold. 34 divine pages for £2.95. 94, beg your pardon. And they're just fantastic. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's got brown. That's like frayed burlap on that, which you could do. You definitely could do that. Now you know how to make inky backgrounds. That's a nice one. Come on, don't make me go through all of them again. Yeah, that one. Let's have a look at that one. So we're just trying to make inky backgrounds that we can use in the projects that we're making. And I know that some of you are daunted by inky backgrounds, but you've just watched what I did there. You just watched it. It's so easy. Try and do it on a messy mat or something similar that makes the ink ball up, you know, go into those little dots like this bit here. And don't squish it right down. Just kind of tap it and you can go back in the bits that haven't got anything on. So we've got this here, which is Lona's beautiful paper. And here's our, what do you think? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. What do you think, Mr. F?
I think they're exceptional.
Exceptional! I got an exceptional from Mr. F. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if this was your background paper for your page, you really could use these, you know, as a tag. And I'm going to hang on to them. I'm not going to back them. I don't even know what colour I can ink them in. Do you think the Victorian velvet?
Yeah, well, possibly Dusky Concord.
Oh, that's purple.
I know, I have weird tastes.
You do.
But if
There is a bit of
to make it
purple
look nice, though, I know there's a little bit down there. That's what brought it to mind. Tattered Rose.
That's very pink, whereas this is quite mauve.
Yeah, I think you get away with it though. But
Let's try it on this one, because that sucker there's doing my boxing. So let's try a bit of Victorian velvet on there. Wrong one. So here's my spare dabbers, and you can rest assured I have not got one for Victorian velvet because it's not a colour I use really very much at all. Where is my, oh my goodness, I don't know where it's gone. Let's use this, it's got the sandpaper on it. Which one? This one. You could, you know, I've just realised this. You could use that, the stuff that Mr. F was trying to thrust at me before, which was the gold stuff. You could use that on the edges. Can I have it back again, please?
do you want to be thrusted at again?
Yeah, thrust at me.
It's not something that you say very often, that's for sure.
Absolutely not.
Which one do you...
Some that's the goldiest that there is. If not, you know, that's
silver. What am I talking about?
that creator that.
Oh, that one I've got. That's gold.
Yeah.
I've got antique gold.
No, let's have gold.
I've got the gilding polish. That's very gold.
Yeah, that is very, very gold. Let me
And
just
there's
sit.
that one.
Right. Let me just see if this is still in the land of the living. No. Alas, it's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah.
What's it doing in my drawer then?
I don't know. I've had it for many a moon. So
I've got liquid leaf, but that takes too long
Yeah.
to...
Let's try this. See what happens.
Got genuine leaf, of course, that would do it.
Yeah, it also takes too long. So I'm just going to get a bit of this out on my finger, and that's like enough for 100 cards, I would say. So I've gone round there in the Victorian velvet, and I'm now going to try this. Once again, it's just a trial, okay? My whole life is a trial.
Donna says gold pen.
Yeah, gold
if you
pen.
Like that look.
Yeah, gold pen would have worked. Oh, this smells gorgeous. It smells like oranges.
That's because it's in orange oil.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's beautilicious. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but it's pretty. It's pretty neat. So, for those of you that can't think what to do with your gorgeous backgrounds, I hope I've given you a bit of an idea. I'm just playing myself. I didn't really know what was going to happen. I never do, but that's okay. You could, if you wanted to, get a stencil and stencil some of this gold through it. Oh my, yeah, you could. You absolutely could. Oh, that's a bit thick there. Oh yeah, you can take it off. Well, pretty much off. Oh well, it'll be what it'll be. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? I think I prefer it without the gold on. But you know, I quite like that. When you see it like that, there, looks all right, doesn't it? Right, let's clean this up. That smells absolutely gorgeous. So, right, get off my card. I'm going to leave that there, see what you think of it. What do you think of it, guys? Is it something you would do in your own journals? Or am I just talking to myself? Not for the first time.
Belinda says you can also gold emboss it. You can emboss it in gold.
Yes, you could. You could. That's, yeah, really nice idea.
I think that wax you've just used will look great scraped across it, the same as the gold on the papers.
Yeah. Actually, could you pass me, please, an embossing pad? You know, the
Yep.
pad, the pounds pot, and some gold. I don't think we've got any gold embossing, but whatever you come across that looks a bit gold, I'm going to have a go with this thing here. I think I might have a problem because it's all going to stick to the... Oh, I can do it on this one. I have others.
Distress embossing ink, will that do?
Distress, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
And what else? Pounds pot?
Pounds pot, please.
And what else?
That's it.
Yeah.
Gold embossing powder.
I was going to say.
Yeah. I'll have nothing to stick it to. Yeah, let's try this one. Why don't we give this one a go?
You've got enchanted gold.
Yeah, that'll do.
Or distress. Oh, that's antique linen. That's not.
Yeah, no, the enchanted gold will be fine.
It's very light gold, but maybe it goes darker as to know.
Oh yeah. Have we got any brass or anything? It's a bit of a... I've got loads of really nice embossing powders, but I haven't got any gold.
I don't know where it would be.
Well, if it's not in those top two drawers, we haven't got it.
I'm going up to the top drawer.
Oh.
What's that? Lord, we've got very small writing on these things.
Yeah, I know. Not for ageing folks such as us. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this text stamp, and it's by Wendy Vici.
I think that's brass.
That'll do. That's nice. So I'm just going to press that in, and I don't care if it's patchy. Patchy sometimes is good. So let's just put that there. Press it down, see what we get. What we get's what we get. Need a bit of paper.
I've got regular brass as well.
I'm using this now. I'm off and running.
You're off and running.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh yeah.
Let's see what we've got. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Okay, there's a big bit there and a big bit there. Don't really know what they're about, but I do have a little brush that I can just knock that off with. It's kind of worth taking your time to do this sort of thing. Some there that doesn't want to be there. Well, it might want to be, but it's not going to be. And then I'm just going to knock all this off the bottom because it's all a bit of a mess. I think that's okay. Let's put this back in. Good idea, whoever it was that said embossing powder. Thanks very much.
Belinda, I believe.
Belinda. Belinda, who leaves the lovely comments. Let's just get rid of that. Let's heat this up and see what gives. This looks like it's very twinkly stuff. Come on. That's it, starting to go. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Oh, it's looking nice. Great idea. And yeah, you certainly could, you know, with your embossing pen, go around the outside. It's sort of patchy, I would say. Oh, that looks nice. I think that's it, all gone. And there you go. Can you see the glitter on there? How nice does that look? Pretty nice.
Which embossing powder was it you used?
Embossing powder, this one, which is Brass Sparkle Regular.
And it's a wow one, is it?
It's a wow one. But it is very sparkly. Can you see that there? But it's just enough. Just, yes, I like that. I prefer that to that one. That's got a big boo-boo anyway with a butterfly, but... And then there's this one, which is as yet unadorned. I'm going to have to split those butterflies up. I can't bear to see them together, that's it. So, yeah, this is the Victor. This is the one that's come out on top, I would say, this one. This one, I don't know, I'm not wild about the gold around the outside. Whereas this, it's just a bit more subtle. I mean, it's sparkly as, but subtle. So the thing to do probably is do the same on this one, and then they'll be ready to back with whatever I want and put some sort of fluffy frou-frou on the top. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. There's not a bag, is there, of pounds somewhere in those top two drawers? If it's not there, don't worry. You're not seeing one, that's okay.
Seeing it, no.
No, that's all right.
Still needing at the back.
Eh? Right, so let's do the same again. See what happens. Okay. Let's put this on. It's maybe a touch sparklier than I would have preferred, but you know, you use what you've got, don't you?
I do have non-sparkly brass.
It's alright. Got to make two that look somewhat similar. Yeah, this is a bit more patchy than the other one.
Sassy says, is that talc you're brushing on before you emboss?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a crafter's companion or something. I don't know. But it is talc. It's baby talc. You can smell it. I haven't filled it up. But that's how it came, and it's definitely baby talcum powder.
And Glambazar says, why do you pounce, Miss P?
Because otherwise the embossing powder sticks to things it shouldn't. For example, this VersaFine, if it's not 1,000,000% dry, and I know you can't get that, 100% dry, then it might just stick to there, which in fact is what it's trying to do anyway.
And it gets rid of the static.
Yeah.
So it's not sticking where it doesn't need to stick.
Yeah, it's well worth doing. So let's put this back in the pot. Let's just shake this off before I'm wearing it. Although I see I have got a nice sparkle to my furry fleece. I was gonna heat it there with the glue. I don't think that would have worked. Yeah, this heat gun's nice and warm now, so it's going to go quickly. Well, this turned out to be much longer part of the live than I imagined. But I've had fun. I hope you've had fun. That's really nice and patchy, that. I like it a lot. So there are my two inky backgrounds. Hope you can see what I'm trying to show you. And that's what we've achieved. I will just say, actually, while I remember, if you're going to use oxide on your inky backgrounds and you want to stamp as well, stamp before you use the oxide, and then the oxide will cover bits of it up, so it'll be more
ethereal.
Ethereal, thank you.
If you prefer.
So this is what we set off, or what I set off in my head to kind of match, and this is what we've achieved. And you watched me every single step of the way. There was no trickery, no pausing the camera, no nothing. We've done that, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Pretty pleased.
Beth says never too long. LOL. Belinda says gorgeous. Heather West says they're really lovely. Roz says she's loved every minute.
Oh, Rose.
She's missed everyone so much and she learnt a lot today.
Well, thank you, Rose. That
Judy
sparkle
says when it comes to
nice.
bling, more is more.
More is more. Well, I think that they, for me, are the right amount of bling. I don't think that tarnished brass is doing me any favours at all. This. I'm not keen on it. It's just sort of gone. I don't like it, but I still like the tags, so you will no doubt see them popping up when I'm doing this journal, which is the third journal I've got on the go.
And Diane says, we like your long videos. It's been very educational today and you two are so fun.
Well, thank you very much. I did ask that question on the last video, whether you preferred the longer ones or the shorter ones, because Jen said that she had to catch up. She'd missed. What are you doing?
Definition of long and short.
Oh,
for
right.
The people
okay.
didn't understand what long and short meant.
That's handy. That's helpful. That's something else I've learned. Oh my goodness me. I have to live with this guy.
You don't have to. It's not compulsory.
I like the house.
And I come with the house.
So yeah, whatever I was saying, yes. No, I know what I was saying now. I asked you on the video which videos you preferred. If you preferred the short ones that are just that I've paused a lot, and I show you everything I do, but you know, there's a lot drying and all that stuff. I'm going to go around these with Victorian velvet while I'm speaking to you. And I was surprised, I was really surprised that everybody who answered pretty much, well, I mean, a lot of people were very, very kind and said they didn't mind and whatever I wanted to do, they'd be happy, which was really kind. But the general consensus, I felt, was that people liked the longer ones. And I know my videos sometimes can be a little boring. Let's be honest, they can. And sometimes I force myself to watch my own videos back and I get bored with them. So I'm sure that you guys do too.
I could never do that.
Couldn't watch yourself back?
I could not. No.
Yeah, but you learn a lot, you know. You learn a lot by watching.
It's too depressing.
It isn't depressing. Everybody loves your videos because you're funny. So I'm just going around here, I'll show you in a sec what exactly I'm up to. So yeah, now that makes me feel better, because generally when I'm doing videos I'm like, hurry, 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 it's going to be too long. Whereas now I can just breathe a bit easier. So I'll just show you that. There we go. There's our 2 tags. And if I had any seam binding in the right colour, which I'm jolly well might have, I think that colour is a good colour. What about that one? No, it's a, oh, I don't know, either of those anyway. And then we've got it, haven't we? We've got the perfect little tag for our journal, our little journal. So I hope I hope you enjoyed it. Actually, doesn't that just, that looks great. Stop it, you shouldn't keep saying that about things you've made yourself. But I'm just going to arrange it there so it looks very, very pretty. Honestly, if I saw that as a video, you know, somebody saying, let's do this, I'd be in like Flynn. I really would. I'd be there watching it. But you guys have watched it. You've watched it. You know how I did it, and you saw how easy it is. Really, really, really is easy. Just take your time, dry between your layers. Don't get smooshing down hard on your ink. Nice little delicate touches. And this is what you get. So, here we are. Right. So I want to thank everybody that's turned up today. How many people did we have?
40 maybe.
Oh, well that's good. Cause,
no, maybe more. Maybe around it peaked 48, I think it peaked at.
Well, thank you each and every one of you. I appreciate that you've given up time here in the UK. It's a bank holiday weekend. Tomorrow's a bank holiday. And so I'm sure that you've got lots of other things you could be doing. But you might not have been watching this today. You might be watching it sometime hence. And thank you for that as well. In the future. So,
as opposed to the past.
Don't forget about the ATCs, which I've forgotten so much about. I don't even know.
Under the iMac.
Under the iMac. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there's these, which have kind of been.
Nobody can see because.
Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong thing. Again. Yeah, there's these, which have kind of been upstaged, I think, by our tags. But you know, there they are. They are woodland creatures, and I'm sure some of you can possibly implement some of the things that we've gone through today onto your ATCs for the month of May. Maybe. So thank you very, very much for joining us. We've enjoyed it, haven't we?
Oh, most thoroughly.
Thank you. And I've enjoyed it. And I'll be back with more on the infinity journal very soon. So bye for now, guys. Thanks a lot.
The never-ending infinity.
Never ending. Well, I'm enjoying it. I hope other people are. So see you soon, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Be safe, happy, be kind.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my mouse is going to sleep again.